Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to this Concacaf Women's Road to Gold Cup group match, the national teams of Guyana and Antigua Barbuda. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Guyana, to be followed by the national anthem of Antigua and Barbuda. gentlemen, the starting lineup for Guyana. In goal, number 1, Captain Shante Sandeford. Number 3, Ania Tribune. Number 4, Brianna Dessa. Number 5, Kristen Betancourt. Number 7, Otisha Charles. Number 9, Shanice Alfred. Number 11, Annalisa Vincent. Number 14, Jolade Trim. Number 16, Stephanie Kuzas. Number 19, Anika Sproxton. Number 21, Riley Takeoff. Guyana's head coach is Mr. Omar Khan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for Antigua and Barbuda. In goal, number 1, Captain Anika Jarvis. Number 3, Tassian Benjamin. Number 4, Ozora Roberts. Number 5, Shakay Ogaro. Number 6, Zolik Samuel. Number 7, Denise Brown. Number 8, Virginia Simon. Number 9, Ajana Martin. Number 10, Kay Jacobs. Number 13, Risha Simon. And number 15, Donita
Taking a look at Antigua Barbuda, it is a very young squad with Sheikha Aguaro, the lead, who's the 25-year-old. Number 5 is the oldest of the group. Kenise Brown, 16 years old, and Alpha Martin, 16. As for Guyana, same starting 11 as it was just on Wednesday when they beat Dominica by 9-0. So they will have that same 11 with confidence and goals in them. And their head coach Omar Khan will be expecting the Lady Jaguars to finish the business this evening against Antigua Barbuda. Now, the last time these two teams met, Antigua Barbuda defeated the Lady Jags in the first game of the campaign by 2-1. Now, there will be no Gabrielle De Souza, who played that evening for Antigua Barbuda. Gabrielle De Souza had 2 goals against Guyana. She is not in the lineup. And now the Lady Jags will have possession first, going from left to right on your screen, and Antigua right to left. So, all Guyana need is a point to secure victory in Group A, and thus allowing them to finish first and qualifying for prelims of the Concacaf Gold Cup in 2024. No Sydney Cummings for Guyana today. She made the best 11 after the October round of matches. In the back line, of course, will be Brian Dessa, who scored a penalty against Antigua in the first match, despite losing that match 2-1. Guyana will be in a 4-1-4-1 formation. After Guyana lost that first match to Antigua in the campaign, they ran off 4 in a row, plus 2 back-to-back victories over Suriname. Here comes the cross and the header. So the first attempt goes to Guyana, and it's going to be a goal kick off the head of Jolade Trim, who scored 2 goals against Dominica in the first round of matches. So since Guyana lost that first match to Antigua, they went off 4 in a row. And back-to-back wins against Suriname, their closest rival. And here they come with a high press. And he shot straight into the arms of Anik Jarvis. And a good piece of distribution to the right-hand side. Now, since Guyana went on to a 4-win-in-a-row trot, they scored 16 goals and conceding none in those last 4 games. So you can understand the mood that they're in. Suriname, who are 3 points adrift, play Dominica later today on this very ground. Speaking of grounds, this is Dr. IR Franklin Essed Stadium in Paramaribo, Suriname, where we wrap up the group stages for this Concacaf Gold Cup qualification. And clearance by Tassina Benjamin. Through from the right-hand side, it's in the box. And finally Antigua get a good foot to it. And the last touch off of the Brenner girls. So Guyana throwing. Trick off, dispossessed. Antigua trying to counter. Here's Samuel playing it short. And a little bit of a collision. Not much rhythm right now between both teams as they both try to settle in. And this ball is still in. And eventually it ends up into the safe space of Shante Sanderford, the 33-year-old captain for Guyana, who's seen it all for her national team. Guyana probing on the left-hand side, gets to the byline. And a good sliding tackle to dispossess Stephanie Kusas. Stephanie Kusas has 1 goal under her belt already. Going down that left-hand side with a bit of trickery. Still in university, playing for McGill in the US. And a short corner. Lady Jags threatening the deflection. And not a very good clearance by Antigua Barbuda. Really ball in. And the control is onside and it's over bar. No whistle by the referee. A bit of consoling to number 9, Shanice Alfred. It was a lovely ball in by Kasusas. Alfred brought it down, but her shot went a-begging. Shanice Alfred, 2 goals already in this campaign. Should have had number 3. Trick off with time. Going long, over the top. And an important header. Kusas laying it back for the left back. Cutting inside, looking for options, but Antigua compact. Trim loses her balance, but here comes Charles. Gives it away. And she's in goal and just wide. Second real attempt in a matter of minutes. And it's Annalisa Vincent who gets another crack on goal. And what an opportunity it was. Anik Jarvis came out of a goal but really was left for dead. And a second chance gone a-begging for Guyana in the opening 6 minutes. Beautiful Sunday evening in Paramaribo, Suriname. Sun now going down. Comfortable temperature for the players. I'm sure they will appreciate it even more when the sun does go down. Chip over the top, and Jarvis is going to let it run out. Well, just giving you a couple of scores of what Guyana have done in the last 4 matches. After the 2-1 loss to Antigua, 5-0 winners at home to Dominica, then went to their closest rival Suriname and won 1-0. Came back home and beat Suriname again 1-0. And then went on a rampage against Dominica to win 9-0 just last Wednesday, the biggest ever win for the national team. Charles switching the play. And the ball in by Alfred. And a bicycle kick. Antigua went in the other direction after that first game, beating Guyana by 2-1. A 1-0 loss to Suriname, 0-0 draw to Dominica, then a 2-1 loss to Dominica again, and then a 1-0 loss to Suriname. So these two teams coming in from different ends in regards to confidence and results. Trick, oh, lovely turn by Kusas, and a strong tackle. Kusas again slips it through, looking for Charles. And Guyana do a great job keeping possession. And the big switch to the right-hand side, but well intercepted. Here's Charles. Switches again over to the left-hand side. This time, getting past Alfred. So Shanice Alfred, despite the miss a couple of minutes ago, playing for Seneca College in Canada, has 2 goals, got a goal against Suriname, that all-important 1-0 win at home to get some separation from themselves in Suriname. Antigua getting into the attacking third now. Intercepted. And Charles cleans up. Kusas finding Alfred. And the ball over the top finds no one. Suriname playing Dominica after this match. For them to win this group, they will need Antigua Barbuda to win this match. Then they'll have to go on, Suriname, and beat Dominica in the next match, and then have a battle for goal difference. Don't forget Guyana won both head-to-head matches earlier in the campaign. There's Charles. He shot over the crossbar. But you like the adventure from Guyana. Tesha Charles, definitely the leader of this team. Plays in England for Bellacray Town. She has 6 goals under her belt, 15 shots. Leads Guyana in both departments. Is certainly the player to watch this evening, Tesha Charles. There she is. With time. Cross to the last post. Finding Alfred. Alfred settles. Has a shot! And it's just past the last post. She waves her hands in disappointment, Alfred. Certainly had enough time to seek out the last post. But a lovely switch by Charles to Alfred. Took her time. And wasn't too far. Dessa, Brian Dessa, scored a penalty against Antigua in the opening match. She's playing defensive midfield tonight in that 4-1-4-1 formation for Guyana. Here she is, Dessa, flicking it on to Kusas. Trying to play it through for Kusas, but just a couple of yards too much in front of her, and it's going to be a goal kick for Antigua. Anik Jarvis, the goalkeeper for Antigua, 11 saves and 12 clearances in the 1-0 loss to Suriname. She's the captain of this outfit. Has made 27 saves and 16 clearances across the 4 matches against Guyana, Suriname and Dominica. But here comes Antigua Barbuda. Just a little bit of a mix-up between Donesha Samuel Guyana playing with tempo and purpose. Oh, great interception, but lost the footing. Charles. Still Charles. Shrugged off the first tackle, but couldn't shrug off the second. And it's going to be a throw-in for Guyana. Strong tackle by Cassian Benjamin. Charles is in there, but again the clearance, so it's a missed kick. And Guyana have the ball. Here's Dessa. Dinking it. Dessa retrieves. Bentecourt going out wide. Dessa, lovely interchange. Trying to find Charles. But gets a hold of it. Charles goes through. Goes to ground. No call by the referee. Referee Naressa Goldson from Jamaica not blowing the whistle, to the disgust of Charles. There is Omar Khan taking over the role in September. And boy, have Guyana looked good. Stephanie Kusas, again from McGill University. A lot of talent coming into this Guyana squad over the last 12 months. Turn on the shot. And the first save for Shanti Sanderford. Sanderford plays in Iceland. Certainly wouldn't mind the weather today in Suriname. Kusas. Dessa going all the way back. And the initial challenge upended Kusas. She may need some medical attention. And here is Charlene Elliott, the team medical assistant. So there was the tackle. Kusas rode it, and here comes the second one. Still on her feet, Kusas, but then eventually went over. Still trying to recover. So eventually the ball is back in play. Safely into the Lady Jags half. Offside is the call. It's going to be a free kick for Antigua Barbuda. Disappointment for Antigua Barbuda not having their goal scorer in Gabriel de Souza, who did all the damage in the last match, in the first match that these two teams played. It's some of the youngest talent you'll see. You have the 16-year-old Kenise Brown, number 7, and the 16-year-old Ajana Martin, number 9, on the pitch today as Antigua Barbuda try to groom some young talent. Lovely turn, going out wide to Alfred. And a sliding tackle wins back possession for Guyana. Here's Trikoff. Plays for Nipissing University in Canada. Very organized bunch, Guyana, just conceding the 1 goal in 5 matches in this campaign. Sorry, the 2 goals rather, from Gabriel de Souza. And one of those goals was a shot that went right through the wickets of Shanti Sanderford. Other than that, they've just been stingy in their own half. Ball over the top, flicked on by Alfred. Kusas comes back and steals it. Trikoff. And there's Annika Sproxton. Got her start against Dominica in that 9-0 win on Wednesday and has regained her position. Did not play against Antigua in the opening match. She replaced Anya Tribune, who started that match in Antigua. Here she is. Kusas. Trikoff with time, trying to be direct. And here comes Dessa trying to clean up. Looks like she may have rolled her ankle, Rian Dessa. Started to hobble after that challenge. And here's the very young Martin, the 16-year-old. Wins a free kick. Take that back, that's number 4, Ozora Roberts. Roberts is replacing Kavonica James in the starting lineup, the number 4. Is number 5, Kristen Bentecourt. Plays for West Rouge Soccer Club in Canada. And it's a good ball. And it's turned in, and she's onside. Antigua Barbuda with some space. Just couldn't get the cross off. And that was Danesha Samuel. Sanderford switches side. Kusas. Trikoff. And it's going to be a throw-in for Antigua Barbuda. Some encouraging signs for Antigua Barbuda. That free kick was well worked, and Samuel couldn't do much with it. But they showed signs of promise, this young team, as Charles and her trickery win a free kick for Guyana. Heavy challenge coming across from Jana Martin. Chip to the last post, and Jarvis comes out and handles wonderfully. Wasn't an easy ball, but Anik Jarvis came off a line so quickly and gathered so comfortably. Kusas springing forward is Alfred, looking for Trim. Out of play, and Guyana get themselves a throw-in deep in the Antigua Barbuda half. Back to the middle with Trikoff. Has Tribune to her right, here she is. Early ball over the top. Here comes Jarvis. And she gets there comfortably. Again, so quick off of a line. Mark of a good goalkeeper. And a risky pass to trick off, and she's dispossessed. Samuels tries to play. Looks to be Risha Simon through. Ogaro. Picked off by Trickoff. Early ball again. Trying to exploit this line from Antigua. Trying to go early to Annalisa Vincent in the middle. Here's Kusas with time. And Guyana dominating in possession so far in the opening 24 minutes. Intercepted. Tribune. This one going all the way wide. Here is Betancourt. And this pass is picked out. It was well read, but given away in the end. Still Antigua Barbuda's possession. Betancourt comes across and gives up a free kick. It was Kai Jacobs with a bit of skill after the interception. And there was Brian Dessa coming in. Kai Jacobs, the 27-year-old midfielder, created 4 goal-scoring opportunities so far in these qualifiers. Has 2 goals against Anguilla and Suriname in the Concacaf qualifiers for the FIFA World Cup. And she just recovered from the initial challenge, and now she's up on her feet, ready to take this free kick. So can Kai Jacobs come up with something special? Here she is, looping shot, and it's just over the crossbar. Well, Kai Jacobs, she can produce some special moments and almost produce another one to give Antigua a surprising lead if it went in. Rian Dessa. Betancourt to Dessa. And a lovely pass. The idea was there, but the weight of the pass was off. And Brian Dessa is no slouch coming up from centre back. Scored versus Antigua Barbuda, like I mentioned in the first encounter, on a penalty kick. 3 goals and 2 assists coming up from the back. Here's Betancourt. Kusas goes down and still down. Alfred with the cross. The header. Jarvis, no problem. Cleared by Trickoff to Sproxton. Out wide, and again that pass is too far in front of Alfred, who's a little frustrated, and you can understand that. Has acres of room to work into. And now Risha Simon will take the throw in. Trickoff. All the way back to Sproxton at left back. Souza to Alfred. Again with space on this left-hand side. Alfred cuts inside. Souza, Kusas. And the clearance was important. Sproxton goes back to Benton Court. There's Dessa. Trying to play it through for Alfred. Guyana 0, Antigua 0. The Lady Jaguars only need a draw to win Group A and qualify for the prelims of the inaugural Women's Concacaf Gold Cup, which will be played in February and March in 2024. Teams that have qualified for the group stage. Here's Samuels dispossessing Tribune. But a lovely interception by Dessa. Samuel coming out wide, playing it short. Heavy touch by Ogaro means the Jags have it back. Mistrap by Trickoff. But in steps all the way back to Sandiford. Trickoff. Kusas, who's been so involved in the opening 30 minutes of this match. Sproxton. She supply an early cross. Goes short. And it was well read by the centre-back. And you can hear the approval by her coach, Asta Joseph, on the sideline. There is Kusas, who's been roaming in and around the midfield. Whistle blown, and it's going to be Antigua Barbuda. Pushing numbers forward. And they're going to go for this long free kick, asking the question if the Guyanese player is the full 10 yards. This is Zolik Samuel who will take this free kick. Intercepted. Player goes down, no call. Yeah, and a late call by the referee. Naressa Goldson took a long look at it and decided that Azora Roberts was brought down. Feisty challenge by Jalaid Trim. Simon. Stopped by Charles. Simon again follows up. And safely into the arms of Sandiford. This Guyana team has made wholesale changes since their run at the qualification for the Women's World Cup last year, 2022. Came within one goal of qualifying for the latter stages of the qualification, the group stage, the final hex competition. Here's Charles. Left-footed cross all the way across to Joseph. Shot, and good save by Jarvis. You don't have 25 saves under your belt without cool, calm, and good technique. And Jarvis has all of those qualities. Shanice Alfred's shot was just patted down. Samuels. Tribune will take the throw in. Sproxton. Trikoff. Chip over the top. Jarvis is out of her goal. And it's an empty net. And it's offside on the far side. Shanice Alfred, who's having a rough go of it in this first half, had 2 golden opportunities to score and just took off on her run a little too quickly. Had Jarvis out of her goal, but was in an offside position. Well, an errant pass by Jarvis, looking for the wide runner. First look at Annika Sproxton. Woodbridge Soccer Club. Yet another player from Canada. Tribune going short. Kusas. Feeling the pressure, recycling. Trikoff, who's so good with the ball at her feet. And that's Dessa laying it off for number 5, Kristen Bentecourt. And there's Alfred battling, and Guyana get it back. Have some numbers here, looking for Vincent. She's bodied off, but not without winning quickly. Shot by Dessa, and it's wide. But that's the sort of confidence that Guyana have when you score 16 goals on the trot without conceding. And Brianne Dessa, 3 of those goals. You understand why. There's that shot count, 8 to Guyana, and Antigua just the 1. Jarvis's goal kick. It's not too far. Charles intercepts. But Samuels is there, and the Lady Jags win another throw-in. Tribune wins straight to Vincent. Vincent slide tackle. Picked up by Dessa. Still Dessa. Brianne Dessa has to go back out wide. Charles. Still Charles. The cross. And a corner kick for Guyana. It's taken us 36 minutes, but that's the first corner kick of the evening. Played short. Dessa the cross on the ground. And Jarvis, and there's an offside call. So free kick to Antigua Barbuda. Jarvis again, so quick off her line. This is Brianne Dessa hooking it in. And you can see the knee buckle. And it looks to be Sproxton who came up for the corner. There's the left back heading back to her position. Headed by Vincent. Jarvis comes out. Dessa, Sproxton, and Guyana again. Recycle, get control, hold possession, and start to build their attack. Trick off. Gets the ball into space for Charles. Goes to the byline. The cross by Charles is a good one. And Alfred at the back post. And the back heel. Guyana take the lead. Annalisa Vincent with the trickiest of goals. But it was all orchestrated by Otesha Charles. Ball played from deep from Trekoff. That sprung Charles on the right-hand side. Gets to the byline and great technique all the way to Alfred, who should have finished here. And what about the back heel by Annalisa Vincent? And what a way for them to open the scoring. The delivery, there was Alfred. I take it back, it was a pass by Alfred to Vincent, and the back heel worked to perfection. Guyana 1, Antigua Barbuda 0. This one is shepherded all the way back. Let's see what the linesman decides. It's going to be a throw-in for Antigua. There is Brian Dessa playing holding midfield this evening. 3 goals, 2 assists. Dessa with the header. Vincent giving chase. And the clearance in the end by Zulik Samuel. So Annalisa Vincent gets the first goal of this evening. That's the 3rd for the campaign for her. And what a way to get your 3rd, a back heel to give your team that 1-0 lead. Dessa brings it down. Sproxton. Betancourt and Sproxton, a little 2-player game on the left-hand side. Back to Betancourt. Trekoff will release Charles to get the first goal, finds Charles again. Can Charles get the better of her defender? No, she cannot. It gets it back. Charles. Here's Dessa switching. Betancourt trying to play it through for Kusas. Out of play. And Antigua Barbuda can breathe again. There is Annalisa Vincent. Her goal separates the two sides. And this is number 13, Risha Simon. Trekoff. Still Trekoff. Has Charles to her right. Here's Charles. Heavy touch. And gets it back so easily, Charles. Fantastic balance. Otesha Charles on the left foot. No worries for Jarvis. Dessa. And referee Coulson takes a good look at it and decides that Dessa was upended. So free kick for Guyana. Tribune trying to find Charles, but it was well read by Agaro. Here comes Antigua again. Simon flicks it on to Samuels. Virginia Simon still has possession. Looking for Kai Simon over her head. Sproxton lets it run out for a goal kick. Trikoff is pickpocketed by Kai Simon. And again, so accurate with the long balls over the top. Trikoff tries to spring Charles again. Ogaro. Good ball inside. Back to Ogaro. One back by Charles. Looking for Simon, couldn't find her. And Guyana going to recycle and take the sting out of the play and try to regain control of this match. Kusas, who seemed to recovered from that injury that she received in the opening 15 minutes. Here comes Antigua Barbuda. And a bit of a misunderstanding by Virginia Simon. Kind of regain possession. It's Trikoff. Betancourt. Trying to find Joseph. And does. Oh, Joseph gets past one. The cross intercepted. And Antigua retrieve. But immediately given away. Here's Trikoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth
finding Charles. Tribune to her right. Here is Tribune with space. The cross.
To the first half.
And there's the announcement by the PA announcer. 1 minute of stoppage time to be played. Kusas in the back for Sproxton. Betancourt. Trikoff. And a beautiful ball. Kusas, could she bring it down? No, she can't. The pass was exquisite, but the control didn't match it. Lovely take by Simon. And keeps control and keeps possession for Antigua. Simon looking for the pass and she gets to it. Kai Simon. Still Simon in the box. Turns. Will she get the shot off? Kai Simon. Good defending by Trikoff. Still Trikoff. And there's a free kick. What a run by Simon. But the recovery by Trikoff was incredible. Antigua Barbuda's best chance came right at the end. And that's the end of the first 45 minutes. A goal by Annalisa Vincent separates these two teams and gives Guyana a 1-0 lead and a foothold in winning Group A in League B. And if this score holds, they will go directly to the preliminary round of the Concacaf Gold Cup in 2024. The Lady Jags lead by a 1-0. We'll be right back with first half highlights. Welcome back. Welcome back to the beautiful Dr. I.R. Franklin Essed Stadium in Paramaribo, Suriname, as Guyana make the first substitution of the match. The number 9, Shanice Alfred, comes off, and number 17, Diana Makarowski, comes in. Alfred was playing left wing in the first half, and Makarowski seems to have moved over in that very position. So it's an even swap after 45 minutes. Lady Jaguars 45 minutes away from qualifying for the inaugural Women's New Gold Cup, with South America included. And the goal by Annalisa Vincent separates these two teams. Antigua Barbuda will kick us off in red for the second half. Kai Simon, standing over the ball, had a great opportunity as Ressa Golson, the referee from Jamaica, blows off the second half. So immediately Makarowski in the thick of things and wins a throw-in for Guyana. Sproxton. Benton Court to Trickoff, who's had a great first half. She was the pass before the pass for the opening goal, Trickoff. Oh, and Jarvis misreads it. And eventually the foul being called on Vincent, but with Jarvis mishandling, allowed Vincent to get involved in the play. This was supposed to be an easy pickup for Jarvis. She waited till the last second, hit the back of her heel, and there came Vincent closing in on the captain And a bit of blushes for the Antigua Barbuda shot stopper. So there it is, Dilana Markowski coming in for Shanice Alfred, who did not have the best of first halves, had a number of chances that she could have converted but didn't. Here's the cross by Dessa. Oh, lovely turn. Create some space for herself, but the pass didn't match the turn. Looking for Kenise Brown on this right-hand side. Play down the line. Looking for Trim. So throw in for Antigua Barbuda. Guyana with their 17 goals in this campaign so far. 12 from open play. 3 from penalties. And 2 off of headers. As you can see, the starting lineup for Antigua in the second half. On a heavy challenge. And it falls kindly for Dessa, who turns. Now has some options. Marakowski. The cross, a good one, and the header goes straight into Jarvis's lap. Tribune wins the header. Here's Charles, the dangerous Charles. Tribune again. Early cross. Trim. Lobs it over. The shot saved by Jarvis. Kusas again. Finding Dessa. Dessa shot. Good save by Jarvis. And Vincent in an offside position. Well, every so often you get a glimpse of what Anik Jarvis can offer in the Antiguan goal. Another terrific save after a fiery shot by Dessa. So the offside means goal kick, so a free kick for Antigua rather. Samuels given away. Early cross. And a missed kick. And here's Sproxton with time. Marakowski. Looking for Vincent, over Vincent's head. And Trim can't get to it. So the second half starting much like the first. Guyana all downhill on top of Antigua Barbuda's goal. Kusas. Marakowski with good control. No support. And safety first for the right back. Kenise Brown coming all the way back to support. Sproxton's throw. Marakowski. Dessa. Bentoncourt to Trikoff. Out wide to Charles. There is Charles. And Charles tries an audacious attempt. Well, you don't mind that if you're Charles. She created the first goal. She wouldn't get the assist. That assist went to Joseph. but her pass was just before Joseph's pass to set up the goal. Natasha Charles coming into this match with 6 goals and a handful of assists. Kusas. And this one is behind Marakowski. There is a substitute. Guyana Marakowski from York University. So Guyana certainly have enough talent in the NCAA and Canadian university circles. Sproxton. Early ball by Betancourt, finding Marakowski. And a great tackle. That was from Risha Simon. Dessa chips it in, and Trim couldn't trap it, but Charles in an offside position. Excellent early ball. Got behind the back four of Antigua, but both Trim and Charles in offside positions. Kusas decepted by Simon. And here's Dessa. Sproxton. Time for Betancourt. Kusas lets it go smartly to Sproxton. Guyana just building up with numbers. And a bit of impatience by Betancourt allows Jarvis to handle. Right after this match, Suriname and Dominica will be going head to head, but I think it might be too little too late for the home team. Here's Dessa. Trim. Her heavy touch. Charles is there. Cross from Charles. Oh, and it was Kusas following up. Suriname and Dominica take the field after this one, but with Guyana in such full control, and all they need is a draw to secure this group. By the time Suriname take the field, this group will be done and dusted in favor of the Lady Jags. Charles switching the play, looking for Marakowski. Heavy touch by Brown. Crossed by Marakowski, and it's over the head of Charles, and it's going to be a throw-in for Antigua Barbuda. Well, when it comes to goals, they've only scored 3, Antigua Barbuda, all from open play. Gabriel De Souza, who's not in uniform, 2 goals in the opening match, then 1 more goal was scored in the last 4 matches, and that came from Nicelle Drew. They've created 26 goal-scoring situations in their first 5 matches, Antigua Barbuda. And 10 of those shots were on target. So they're going to have to dig deep and create something special in the next 30 minutes. As Antigua Barbuda go to their bench.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitution for Antigua and Barbuda. Leaving the game is number 4, Ozora Roberts, and entering is number 17, Zoya Simon. Also leaving the game is number 7, Denise Brown.
And number
And
7,
leaving
Kanice Brown,
is number
comes out,
18.
16-year-old.
Entering is number 18, Azalea Peterson.
And Azalea
in the
Peterson
56th
comes
minute.
in. So Zoya Simon and Azalea Peterson, the two subs coming in, with Roberts and Jacobs, not Jacobs rather, but Kanice Brown coming out. So 2 midfielders coming in for 2 midfielders. Bettencourt, looking for Marakowski, but the interception by Simon. Sanderford, just for a second, seemed unsure which way to go with the ball. And a lovely bit of distribution to the right-hand side to Tribune. Finds Charles. Charles turns, trying to spring Vincent free, but the pass is too long. For Guyana, who are just going to control the rest of this game with possession as they probe for the second goal. They have not conceded in their last 4 matches, which is impeccable all-round team effort. And Antigua Barbuda, their task just seems that much taller with this Lady Jaguar team in this sort of form. They flick on by Vincent, gets it back, turns, the shot. The shot from Kusas, so it's a fake by Kusas, she goes down, no call by the referee. Shrugged aside by Vincent with the free kick. And Vincent was a little frustrated that Kusas didn't get the call before. It was a heavy challenge on the 16-year-old Alpha Martin. Ajana Martin, rather. Simon, who, other than that burst of brilliance at the end of the first half, hasn't had much of a say in this match. Marakowski has Vincent ahead of her, has Charles at the back post, and Jarvis secures. Here's Marakowski again, not getting around it with her left foot, just splicing the ball, and once that happens, that brings the goalkeeper into play. Oh, lovely play by Trim. To Charles. Kusas. Thinking about a shot, and the pass just too far in front of Marakowski. So Guyana continue to turn the screws. Marakowski, the sub, coming in for Joseph, who had her chances to score and didn't capitalize in the first half, but did get the assist for the only goal of the match at the feet of Annalisa Vincent. Dessa trying to squeeze it through. So now back to Tribune, who has to recycle. Benton Court. over the top, looking for trim, but an important header by Samuel. Charles now to the byline. Can she do it again? And another great challenge from the number 3, Tessian Benjamin. Here's Otesha Charles, the star player living up to the billing, creating that first goal, that only goal so far this match. Here's Dessa. Left-footed cross to the last post, the header by Charles, and that's number 2. You can't keep her out, you can only hope to contain her. And Otesha Charles gets on the score sheet. Lovely interplay from the short corner. Dessa making room for herself, picking out Charles at the last post, and a commanding header to get her 7th goal for the campaign, and Guyana's second for the evening.
63rd minute, number 7.
So after 63 minutes, Guyana 2, Antigua Barbuda 0. And the star shines bright on the back of number 7 shirt. Sproxton passing to Marakowski, now finding Vincent, who's pulled wide. Sproxton. Oh, it's through. It's Trim onside. Still Trim. Cuts back inside. Releases the dummy. Kusas' shot was a tame one. But again, the inroads being made. And Antigua, the question is just how many are they going to concede? Oh, lovely turn by Brian Dessa. Charles. So powerful, Otesha Charles. The cross, and Guyana win another corner. So the last time they had a corner, they got the goal from Otesha Charles to make it 2-0. But the idea of Kusas and Dessa and their short corner ability is what concerns Antigua. Tanisha Samuel is still a ways away from both Kusas and Dessa, which means it's going to give them some room to play it short. Let's see what the decision is now. Short it is again. So this time Samuels foils the plan. Oh, beautiful play by Dessa, but well read by Samuels. And a bit of a counter-attack for Antigua. Can they get something going here? Martin. Looking for Simon. And it falls kindly for Antigua, but they get it back again. Gets past one is Samuels. And the cross is miles away from Kai Simon. And Sanderford takes her time. So, Guyana 2, Antigua Barbuda 0. Annalisa Vincent with the back heel in the 39th. And Otesha Charles with the header in the 63rd to make it 2-0. looks like O'Garo was outfoxed by Otesha Charles. Here's Tribune. Lady Jags retrieve. Looking for that early ball to Vincent, to Kusas rather, and here's Jarvis. Anywhere will do. Simon. Oh, the pass gone astray. Here's Dessa, who's pulled the strings deep in midfield for Guyana. Sproxton, the lively left back. Maragowski, lots of time, and so much time she was offside. So free kick for Anik Jarvis. Certainly the most senior player on the squad, Jarvis. 31 years old, just like Shanice Sanderford, who's 33, the opposing goalkeeper. Oh, trim. And Kusas matching up, and here's Marakowski from Vincent. And offside again is the left winger. Just going back to the goalkeepers, who are some of the stars of their team. Shanti Sanderford, 33, the captain. Anik Jarvis, 31, the captain. That position, like wine, gets better with age. Marakowski bullies Simon to get it back. Lovely bit of turn by Virginia Simon. Actually, it was the 16-year-old Ajana Martin winning the free kick. Here's Martin showing that skill and why she's on the pitch at 16 years old. Look at the technique, holding off Maragowski. Heavy touch from Vincent. Simon. Trying a back heel of her own. Only as far as Dessau slips it through. Vincent gives change. And good defending in the end. That was Zolik Samuel coming all the way back with that extra gear of pace. This kick means a corner kick for Guyana. Came off the right side of Risha Simon's boot. So would they create the same sort of magic they did on the right side as the left? It's the same two culprits. It's Kusas and Dessa. Like Kusas might go direct. Does. To the penalty spot, the header by Charles. And a goal kick for Guyana. Just about 19 minutes to go plus stoppage time. And the Lady Jaguars are just ambling up to that first place position came into this match 3 points ahead of Suriname. And it's looking like another victory. It's looking like 5 in a row for the Lady Jags, which means they will go straight into the prelims of the Concacaf Gold Cup 2024. El Salvador is already there waiting. Belize is there waiting in the prelims. Crossed by Charles. And it's a goal kick. Intercepted by Kusas, but only as far as Samuel. Trekoff, one of the stars of the first half, very quiet in the second. Was under a little bit more pressure and had to create from deeper at the centre-back position. But now Guyana firmly in control. Oh, great bit of skill. Up the line it goes. So, referee Golson blows her whistle for the substitution. It's going to be number 14.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Abisha
substitution
Henry,
for
who is
Antigua
15 years of
Barbuda.
age. The 15-year-old Abisha Henry coming in.
Donisha Samuel, and entering is number 14, Abisha
Number 15, Donisha Samuel comes
in
off.
the 73rd minute.
So the 15-year-old comes in to join the 16-year-old Ajana Martin, who's on the pitch at the moment. Just to give you an idea of how young this Antigua Barbuda team is. Brian Dessa. Dessa with a quick throw in to Utesha Charles. Early cross, and Jarvis is there. Lovely touch. That came from Martin. Now Trim has gone down. Not something you want to see when your team is so firmly in control of a match. Jaleed Trim looks to be in a very awkward position. Looks like the hip got right into the midsection. It was Risha Simon who came in. And now the player's just taking the opportunity to get some water as Trim gets back onto her feet. So there is Antigua Barbuda's coach, Astel Joseph. And there's Sproxton, the left back. So referee Golson wants the players to get back on the pitch as quick as possible. It's not a water break. So Brian Dessa just having a conversation. It looks like the referee. Yep, there's the whistle. So Brian Dessa can get things back underway. Long ball over the top. Jarvis comes out. And despite the scoreline, you have to say Anik Jarvis has done a stellar job in goal. And the chest pass by Simon is so elegant. And so too the tackle by Brian Dessa. Vincent. Out to Anya Tribune. Otesha Charles. Gets past one. Looking for the cross. It's low. And another corner kick for the Lady Jaguars. So Kusas goes over. That's a good corner to the penalty spot. Strong header by Benjamin. Guy Simon turns, but is shrugged off by Tribune. Trick off. Switches the play, looking a good ball into Vincent. And Vincent is offside. So just about 12 minutes to go plus stoppage
the total
time.
attendance for today's match is
And
150.
Guyana
We want to thank
just
you
strolling on
as fans
to
attend
sewing up
the
this group.
Concacaf Women's Road to Gold Cup.
As the PA announcer announces 150 in attendance in Paramaribo, Suriname tonight. Don't forget the Suriname team will be taking the field against Dominica right after this one. Lovely turn by Martin. And a heavy tackle that was late. And the referee's going to call for some assistance now. It was a crunching tackle coming from Sproxton. Here's Martin trying to release the ball, and here's Sproxton coming in. It was a late challenge. And referee Goldson is going to give a drop ball for Shani Standerford. Sproxton again. Looking for Marakowski. Keeps it in. To the byline. Still Marakowski. The cross. Past Jarvis. Charles. Still Charles. And a save by Jarvis. Actually came right off the woodwork. Jarvis was beaten and Otesha Charles was denied her second.
Ladies and gentlemen,
a lot of changes
for Guyana. Leaving the game is number 14, Jalaid Trim, and entering is number 8, Samantha Banfield. Also leaving is number 11, Annalisa Vincent, and entering is number 12, Nima Liverpool. Leaving the game is also number 3, Anya Tribune, and entering is number 20, Savannah Singh in the 80th minute.
So Savannah Singh, Nimi Liverpool, and Samantha Banfield coming for Anya Tribune, Annalisa Vincent, and Jalaid Trim. So Guyana understanding what's needed, some fresh legs, just to see this game out. Immediately Antigua win back the throw-in. That's the most senior player, Shakia Ogaro, at left back. Oh, and dispossessed. Going to the byline, fresh legs. And great defending by Benjamin again. Just a fantastic evening for the defender. Charles. So Banfield couldn't keep it in. Oh, another very awkward tackle on Charles. And may have an injury now. The star player for Guyana, ball just bouncing on the line, and the clumsiest of tackles from the 15-year-old Abisha Henry. So Charles recovers, and a free kick for the Lady Jaguars. Cross. Cleared away by Antigua. Only as far as Bentecourt. Here's the substitute Singh. Looking for a trick off on that right-hand side, but Charles is tucked in. Singh again. Yes, sir. Lovely touch. Kusas. Banfield across. Liverpool, and a missed kick. What a build-up by Guyana. Looking for number 3. And the substitute, Nima Liverpool, couldn't convert. Is Zulik Samuel giving up the corner. There's the corner count. 8 corners to 0 in favour of Guyana to go along with that 2-0 scoreline. Oh, lovely turn by Dessa. And the cross, and it's number 3. Didn't get the first attempt, but converts from the corner. It's the substitute Nima Liverpool.
Ladies and gentlemen, goal for Guyana in the 84th minute.
Lovely orchestrated corner by Kusas
Nima Liverpool
and Dessa. And there's Nima Liverpool showing up with a toe poke in front of Jarvis. And the Lady Jags get their 3rd goal. And boy, do they deserve it. The play just before was a fantastic build-up. They just needed some conversion, and Liverpool got a second chance and converted it. You can hear cries of keep it from the bench of Guyana. Just want them to hold possession now. Banfield. Dessa. Kusas. Aragowski, who's offside and does not seem to be picking up where the centre-back is. So there it is, Annalisa Vincent with the back heel at the beginning, Otesha Charles, the header in the 63rd, and Nima Liverpool gets her name in lights in the 85th. Lovely takedown by Martin. She's 16 but looks 23. Simon. Oh, and a clumsy tackle.
Okay, 12.
This time from the Zoya Simon, the substitute. Little flick from Kusas to Magakowski. Can't keep it in play, and she's been struggling the last 15 minutes, Magarowski.
Coming right, KB. Right shoulder, KB.
So 3.5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Guyana almost at the finish line in winning Group A and qualifying for the preliminary stage of the inaugural Women's Gold Cup, featuring the South Americans and Concacaf. In the group stage already, it's Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, USA, Canada, and Costa Rica. And Charles has gone down as the ball just hit her directly in the nose. There's a clearance right into the face of Charles. So the goal scorer back on her feet, nose intact. And here's some more substitutions for Guyana. Number 19, Annika Sproxton comes out, and in comes number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitution for Guyana.
Glengie Lewis.
Leaving the game is number 19, Annika Sproxton, and entering is number 2, Glengie Lewis.
So Dessa with the ball over the top, looking for Liverpool, falls for Banfield. And Liverpool could not get back in line. So free kick for Antigua Barbuda. And Antigua Barbuda are going to bring in a substitute.
Ladies and
And it's
gentlemen,
going to be Daniel
substitution for
D'Souza
Antigua and Barbuda.
coming
Leaving
on
the game
for
is
the
number 9,
16-year-old
Ajana
Martin.
and entering is number 16, Daniela D'Souza in the 89th minute.
I understand this, Daniela D'Souza is 17 years old. So a 17-year-old coming in for a 16-year-old. Here's Lewis.
With you, Sab, I'm with you.
And D'Souza could hold on. Banfield lays it back, and Dessa trying to regain some control. Sanderford clearing it. So a long throw by Trikoff, and it's going to be Liverpool. And a good recovery in the end, and a free kick for Antigua Barbuda.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So despite the scoreline, the fight is still there.
the fourth
As the
official
confirmation
on the
coming from the
sideline
sidelines
has
is
indicated
4
that there
minutes
will
extra
be a
time.
minimum of 4 minutes
For
of added
injuries
time
and
to
stoppages
the second
as the
half.
90 minutes are up. To the byline. Charles the cross. Makarowski was there, but there was Simon as well. Lovely turn. And the cross comes in. Banfield has time, and what a save by Jarvis. She still has time to pull off another incredible save. Anik Jarvis. Makarowski stays on her feet. Gets past one. Gets past two. Still Makarowski. The cross. And this one goes past to the last post for a goal kick. But just when you thought there wasn't any more brilliance to be displayed, Anik Jarvis comes up with another blinder. So despite the scoreline, the captain and goalkeeper for Antigua Barbuda has been tremendous. Here's Singh. Kusas intercepted. Fresh legs all over the pitch now for both teams. Simon, and that's going to be a handball. Bentecourt plays it short. This is Lewis. Oh, and a misunderstanding between Lewis and Charles. Intercepted by Dessa. She goes flying. And a free kick now for Guyana. So despite the scoreline, the Lady Jags have not stopped pressing, have not stopped probing. As Brianne Dessa, another commanding performance from her. And we're officially into the last minute of stoppage time. Dessa to take as yellow shirts commit forward. Chip over the top, headed out. Bentoncourt. Cries of keep it. Here's Lewis, the substitute. Singh trying to play it in, but intercepted. Only as far as Liverpool can't control. This one tried to be played through by Simon. Liverpool helps it on. Comes back, but Sadiq Simon, a feisty character, gives it away. Back to Singh. And referee Narisa Golsan blows it off. And Guyana have now qualified directly for the Concacaf Gold Cup 2024 to be held in California and Texas. The inaugural tournament, look what it means to the Lady Jaguars. They've been flawless after losing their first match to this very Antigua Barbuda team 2-1. But since then, they've run off 5 in a row and scored 19 goals unanswered. Otesha Charles, one of the stars of this team, the leader of this team, created the first and scored the second. All smiles as this team takes a collective bow, as they should. Antigua Barbuda, one of the youngest teams of this campaign, have been building in the process, beat this very Guyana team in the first game of the campaign, but since then have plummeted. But the story is all about the Lady Jaguars. They have now qualified for the inaugural Women's Gold Cup, which includes the South Americans in 2024. When we come back, we'll have full-time highlights and statistics. Guyana came into this last match only needing a draw against Antigua Barbuda, but they had some revenge on their mind as Joseph missed her first chance of the game, and then Annalisa Vincent kicked wide. Antigua Barbuda beat Guyana 2-1 in the first match of this campaign, and Guyana had blood on their minds. It was Joseph again missing the last post. Then it was Kai Simon, the first attempt to Shante Sandiford for her first save. It was Simon again with a free kick just over the bar as the score stayed at 0-0. Joseph again with time. Another shot, and this time Jarvis collecting no problem. Then it was Dessa, her cross, and Sproxton just going over Jarvis and committing the free kick. Then the first goal came, and it came from the foot of Charles on the byline. The cross all the way to the back post, and Joseph setting up Annalisa Vincent with the audacious back heel to put to put Guyana ahead. 1-0. Joseph lay off, and that back heel by Vincent to give the Lady Jags the 1-0 lead. Antigua Barbuda on the last kick of the first half tried to reply with their star, Kai Simon. But Trekoff recovered with the first block, and that was the end of the first half. In the second half, more like the first, more Guyana. Marakowski, the substitute, the cross, and the header by Vincent into the hands of Jarvis. Then Dessa, shot on top of the box. Jarvis again with the save. Charles on this right-hand side, another deep cross. And this one spliced by Kusas. Marakowski making inroads on the left. The cross comes in just into Jarvis's hands. And then the second goal from a corner kick. Dessa looks up and picks out, guess who? Otesha Charles. The second goal of the evening, and Lady Jags are in the driver's seat. The 7th goal of the campaign for number 7. And then Marakowski, the cross comes in, and Charles cannot convert. Then from the corner kick again, Dessa crossing, and it's Liverpool, the substitute, getting a toe in front of Jarvis to make it 3-0 as the Lady Jags pirouette their way to the World Cup, the Gold Cup prelims in 2024. Then Singh, the cross, and another, just a little bit time left for Jarvis with a point-blank save. But that's what did it, as Guyana won the match by 3-0. Dominance all around by the Lady Jaguars. 16 shots to 1, 6 shots on target, offsides 10-0. It was one-way traffic, 8 corners to 0, and the scoreline ever more present, and it's the most dominant line on the statistics. 3-0. Lady Jaguars into the Concacaf 2024 Gold Cup in Los Angeles and Texas. For all of us from our production crew, Diego, Ryan Young, my name is Ryan Davis. Thank you all for being with us on this production. We'll see you soon with some more CONCACAF qualifying tomorrow. Good night.